the properties, okay, then the health effects of H2S. Then now for the detectors, how we can detect H2S. So the first detector here is the handheld pump, okay. So as you see in the picture here, this handheld pump is using a colorimetric tube, okay. So this kind of colorimetric tube.
Thermometer ah.
Okay. Some of you have the CO2 tube, and for you the H2S tube. So this one, they will use this pump. Okay. So for example, here we have a sampling point here. Okay. So the guy will take sample, he will wear a mask. Okay. Then open the sampling point. Then this one, okay, he will break both ends. Okay. So break this one, break this one. So break. Then he will insert here. Okay. Then mask up. Then open the sample point. Okay. Pull this one. So the air will be sucked in. Okay. Then the air will go here past this one. If there's any H2S, it will react on this reagent. Okay. This one will change color. Okay. So whatever change color, just read the graduation, the concentration. Okay. So it will be like this. For example, this is your tube. Okay. So 100 ppm, 200, 300. Okay. So if it reacts with the agent, only H2S will react. So in the boxes, it will tell you what color change. For example, it will change to dark brown. It will change to red. If other color like blue, brown, or what you call this yellow, do not interpret that one as H2S. Only the one specifically written in the instruction box. Color, what color it will change. For example, it changed like this. Okay, so the reading will be 200.
200.
Okay, but not all the time. This one is like a straight line, so you can read properly, right? It's this straight line. But sometimes it's like this, it's slanting. Yeah. So the problem now there, how you would interpret that. So the middle of from here until here, so that's 300. Okay, so you read this one 300. Okay, just to give you an idea, but usually you are not connected. You are not using this one. You are using the electronic monitor. So these tubes have different ranges. Okay, you can use 0 to 100 ppm, other are 0 to 1000 ppm, 0 to 10,000 ppm, 0 to 40,000 ppm. So the tubes have different ranges, okay, different types. Okay, now let's go to the electronic monitor. So the one you're using maybe this one, the T40?
Yeah. Mostly.
So, T40, I believe, don't have the feature of this one. But the version of the multi-gas, like the MX4, have that one, T, WA, and STL. But here, okay, so we need to focus on how to operate, right? You know how to turn on, turn off, right? Okay. Yeah. But one more thing we need to know is how to zero. Sometimes the third party will go there, collect and calibrate, and put gas, right? They calibrate as well. But for your part, you can do the zeroing. Because zeroing, you don't need gas, you need just fresh air. Okay? So why you need zeroing? Because zeroing, it will enhance the monitor to read properly. Okay? Other than calibration. Calibration is something, right? But this one, you can do it before you go to work, you can do zeroing. Okay, I'll show you how.
You must zero on a 34. Zero them up there. Move the calibration adapter to the opposite side of the instrument as shown. Then press the on and on button simultaneously. The T40 Raptor will automatically zero and beep after approximately 10 seconds, indicating that the zeroing process is complete.
Okay, so until on that part only, okay. So what you will do, flip that one over, then press this two, then zero will blink, then when
seconds.
the span gas shows the 25, flip it back, okay? Because if you do not flip it back, this monitor will ask for 25 ppm gas. You are not the one who will calibrate, you are just doing the zeroing, okay? So zeroing, why we do it? Because we are teaching this monitor, hey, this is a clean environment, there's no H2S here, you need to read zero. So that's why it's important you zero the instrument in a clean environment, not in your working site. Maybe in your working site there is a little, maybe 5 ppm or other gas here. If you zero here, okay, this monitor will take this fresh air, but it's not fresh air. Okay? So it will have a error on the reading. Okay? So it's clear, huh? So from start, okay, flip it over like that. Then press these two. Okay, then this one will blink. Then 25 will appear. Flip it back. Okay? Okay, now to show you that full picture, low, high, and STL with this monitor. Okay? Okay, this particular is a CO sensor. So TWA set to 35 ppm, STL to 200 ppm, low alarm 35 ppm, high alarm 200 ppm. So in case of H2S, it will be like a 10, 20, 10, 20. Okay? Okay, now in normal mode. Okay? So to zero this one, press this two, then same principle. It will blink zero, then it will show the 25 or 50, then just press this one. It will go back to normal. Okay? Now in alarm mode, you will see low, high, and STL. So it will be like this. When I remove the sound. So right now, low alarm. Okay? If you are exposed to 10 ppm 8 hour, it will show here TWA alarm. In case of 20 ppm 15 minutes, it will show here STL alarm. Okay? So this particular sensor have the 4 alarm settings, 4 alarm features. Okay? The low and high and the 2 exposure alarm. Okay, now let's go to the multi-gas, same electronic. The difference only is you have a sensor monitor that has 4 sensor, 5 sensor in 1 minute. Okay, so this particular one is having
time readings screen. We can access the various general operational modes for the Metis MX4. To access this,
so particularly the H2S is here, LEL, combustible gas, oxygen, and CO. Sometimes they replace this one with SO2, okay? Especially in some website or some website that they are doing the clearing. Okay? So they need to replace this one with SO2 sensor.
Menu. Momentarily press the on-off mode button. Note, the user must be aware that the general operational menu screen will time out and revert back to the real-time readings if no key is pressed for approximately 30 seconds while in this mode. Pressing the Enter button activates the Ventus MX4's display backlight. This backlight will stay illuminated for 30 seconds, provided no other buttons have been pressed. Pressing the On-Off mode button takes the user to the Days Since Last Calibration screen. This screen displays the days since calibration for each corresponding gas. Pressing the On-Off mode button from the Days Since Calibration screen will take the user to the Zero screen, if enabled in the configuration mode. From this screen, the user can initiate the zeroing process by pressing the Enter button. The zeroing process should only be initiated when the instrument is in clean ambient air. If clean air is not available, a cylinder of zero-grade air should be used. Pressing the On-Off mode button from the Zero screen displays the Bump Test screen, if enabled in the configuration mode. The Bump Test screen allows the user to initiate and perform a manual menu-driven bump test of the instrument using calibration gas. Pressing the On-Off mode button from the Bump Test screen displays the Peak Reading screen. The Peak Reading screen displays the peak icon in the upper right-hand corner, the names of the installed sensors, and the corresponding peak values for each sensor since the last time the peak values were cleared. Pressing the Enter button resets all of the peak values to the current reading. Pressing the On-Off mode button from the Peak Reading screen will display the TWA reading screen. The TWA reading screen is only displayed if one or more toxic gas sensors are installed. If no toxic sensors are installed, then pressing the On-Off mode button from the Peak Reading screen returns the user to the real-time readings mode. The TWA reading screen displays the TWA icon, the name of the installed toxic sensors, and the corresponding time-weighted average gas concentration for each. TWA values can be reset by pressing the Enter button at the TWA screen. Pressing the On-Off mode button from the TWA reading screen displays the STEL reading screen. The STEL reading screen is only displayed if one or more toxic gas sensors are installed. The STEL reading screen displays the STEL icon, the name of the installed toxic sensors, and the corresponding short-term exposure limit for each gas. STEL values can be reset by pressing the Enter button at the STEL screen, or powering down the instrument.
So this one have a full feature also, the 4 alarm settings. So the main thing here, you need to inspect in your monitor, okay, the calibration sticker. If no calibration sticker, this is a calibration tag, right? So it should be current, newly calibrated. Because this one will be your first warning. If you are exposed to any concentration, so at temperature, it will alert. So get away from the area, go to master control. Okay? So make sure it is always newly calibrated or current calibrated. Okay?
Sir, excuse me. Mga ilan buwan, mga ilan ba? Maximum para makalibrate.
The 180 days, but I don't know your third party how they calibrate every 3 months.
Kinukulit naman nila.
1 year. 1 year?
1 year.
Manufacturer 160 days only.
It was money. Now we throw it.
Now, 2 years now, no calibrate.
It was.
So if it's like that, what you can do, the thing that I mentioned, 0. Okay, so split this one over.
Sila lang magawa ng...
Sila. But 2 years, 1 year is not.
It's already expired. They only change battery. So,
Okay, next type is the fix for the system, okay? So you will have your controller, then your sensor, and your alarm bar, okay? So usually alarm bar is located where the guys are working, okay? And this one panel is in the office of your boss or in the cabin, okay? Then this sensor is located fixed permanently in the area where there's a potential H2S release, okay? But some area in Aramco facility, because you cannot see the alarm bar, so they require to have a different sound. So even if you are not seeing what kind of alarm or what kind of gas is giving you an alarm, so when you hear the sound, you will recognize, this is for H2S, this is for fire alarm. Okay? So for completion sites, we are using blue light for toxic gas, then for fire or for combustible gas red. So usually it's like this. So 10 ppm, so only this one light. Then 20 ppm, light and sound. Okay, that's the usual setting for this. But in some area, because it's tight, it's congested, you cannot see the alarm bar. So light and sound together. Okay, just to distinguish the alarm. This is for H2S. Then this one is for the combustible gas. Okay, so even if you don't see what kind of light is blinking, so you recognize what kind of sound, so you can react. Okay, this for H2S, I will wear my considerate, then go to master one. Okay, typical setting for website, this is a sour location. So means there's a lot of H2S in the wellhead or in the formation. So as you can see here, they put a lot of H2S sensors. So in this flare pit or flare stack, if they will burn, they will add additional sensor, that SO2 sensor here. Okay? Then this one is a sweet well, so meaning less H2S or no H2S. So you can see less H2S sensor. Okay? Okay, safe breathing area. So in the rig, in your website, okay, you have breathing areas, usually two. Okay, one master point one, master point two. Okay.
Point 2.
So here, how they react during emergency? First, they look at the wind direction. Okay. So if the wind direction is like this, we will go to this master point. Okay, because this is the upwind master point. So in case this one flip over like that, so we will go in this master point. Okay. Then on the right side, they're using orange or yellow light for toxic gas, then red for combustible. So clear?
It's my life. Lazy. It's my life.
You're familiar with this area?
I got dirty. It's my life.
So set up is here.
Shopping. It's my life.
Then we put this under the rig.
It's my life. Lazy. It's my life. I got dirty. It's my life.
Then share, matrix, and magpang in one area.
It's my life.
Then when they will stop the mat there, and they will filter or filter the mat, then they will dump the excess mat. Or, what about this, they don't need those mat, so they will dump here in the mat piece. Okay? So in this area, as you can see, the drilling mud is flowing there. Okay? So in case of any leak, and this mud have H2S, so they will place the sensor here. Okay? So in case of any leak, the sensor will sense, then it will activate the alarm. Okay, this is the last part here for the respiratory protection. Okay, the first one is SCBA. Okay, I will skip this one. So we will continue directly to the practical. Okay. SAVAT. Okay, the first one here, SAVAT. Okay, so SAVAT is a system. Okay, so like here, breathing apparatus. So you need the breathing equipment. This is the SAVAT. Okay. Then you need a supply. This one. this one, let's put the belt here. Okay, then mask. Okay, so usually this one is used when they are going inside the confined space, tank or cleaning. Okay. Before you go inside, you need to hook up from the supply. So from this supply, there's a hose. Okay. So you will connect to that hose and breathe through this one. The cylinder here, this one, is for escape purpose only. You do not use this one while you are inside. Okay. So put this one from here, then work inside. Okay. Then while working there, then there's an emergency. You have the alarm. You need to escape. So to escape, get the full length of the hose. Okay. When you reach the full length of the hose, what you need to do is open first before you remove. Okay? Then go to master one. Because sometimes when they remove first and they cannot breathe, they panic. What they do, they cannot find the valve here. Then the first thing that they will do is remove the mask. That's the time they will be exposed to toxic gas. So remember, open first while you're still breathing in the supply air. Okay. This one will not mix because it has a check valve. Okay. Open, then breathe, then remove, then go to master mode. Okay, clear? Then this one don't have a alarm. Okay. Because SCBA, okay, they require an alarm. This one, it will not alarm because you know already that this one, your escape is 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to escape from the danger area. Okay, then go to master mode. The next is the easiest one to use. The EVA. This one. So usually this one is located in the sleeping areas. If you are doing a 24-hour work there in the site. So what you'll do is open this one, release the hood, and open like that, then put the hood, then go to master mode. So this one is very easy to use. For escape only, okay? Okay. Some unit they have a hood like this, different hood, but same principle. Alright, okay. Now is your SCBA.
ECB.
Okay, so these are the parts. So first is your cylinder. Okay. So this cylinder is a carbon fiber. Okay. So what you need to expect here is the current hydro test date. The gauge here. Okay, hydro test date. So it is the test for the integrity of the material here. So it expires every 5 years with this kind of material. Okay, carbon fiber. And if you encounter other cylinder like the metal, it will be stamped, the hydro test date here. Okay, but this carbon fiber, you cannot stamp because it will damage the cylinder. Okay, so it will be a coin like this, a sticker, or a tag. Okay, then your cylinder valve here. Okay, so when you open this one counterclockwise, okay, same like when you open a bottle. So counter, like that, okay. Then when you close, this one you need to push. Push first, before you can turn. Because if you do not push, it will not close. So the safety mechanism is for, because this one will be on your back here. Okay, when you are using this one, maybe accidentally, when you move, it will close by itself. So it will not close because it needs to be pushed first before it can turn. Okay? So that's the safety mechanism of this. Then the gauge here. Okay? So there's a needle here. This needle should be pointing on the yellow mark. If it's in the yellow mark, it means full pressure. If it's below, it's not full. For example, this is 1 hour. This one, 1 hour is 60 minutes. So if it's in yellow, it's 60 minutes. Okay. The next is your reducer. Okay. So from high pressure, 4,500 psi. Then here it will be reduced, going to your mass regulator. Okay. So from your cylinder, 4,500 psi. Then
Tapos
going
pala
to
yun,
your
no?
mask, it's only 14.7 to 14.8 psi. Okay. Now the normal pressure, outside pressure, okay, 1 atmosphere, right? So 14.5 psi. Okay. So Aramco requirement, all units, all SCBA, Sabah, or eBay used in their facility should be NIOSH approved and have a positive pressure on the mask. So when you say positive pressure on the mask, it means the pressure inside your mask is higher than the outside pressure. So any contaminants from outside, it will not go inside as long as there is air here. Even if this one is leaking, the air will not go inside because the flow will
More
out,
higher.
okay? Because high pressure inside. Okay. Then next, there is your remote gauge. Because this one will be on your back again, you cannot see. Then you will have your remote gauge here. Okay. Then a while ago I told you that there's an alarm. Okay. So this is the low pressure alarm. When your cylinder capacity reaches already remaining is 25 to 20%. Okay. So you will be warned. This one will alarm. Meaning, if this one is 60 minutes, so 1/4, you will have only 15 minutes. Okay? If this one is 30 minutes, so 1/4, you will have 7.5 minutes. Okay? So I will simulate like it is low pressure already. Okay? So I will close. And I don't know if you can see from there. This long needle will go to the red line. Huh? Okay, so that will be your warning in case you are moving rounding there. Okay, if this one is giving an alarm, so based on your capacity, 1/4 of that, you need to go back to master point. Okay, so this one, even if you are not hearing this one because of the noise there, this one is vibrating in your face, so you will know that you have 25% remaining in your capacity. Okay. The next one there is your mask. Now, mask. Okay, from your mask, you will have your regulator connected. So you have two switch or buttons here. The air saver switch, okay, this one. Then the purge valve, okay. So the purpose of your air saver switch is just to stop the air, okay. Then when you inhale, it will open again, okay. Then this one, you will use only for emergency. You do not open this one. This one should be always closed. You only open this one when you try to inhale and the demand valve here is not opening. That's the time you open. Because when you open this one and there's nothing wrong here, okay, the capacity will be consumed faster because this one is like a leak. Continuous, okay? So I will just demonstrate now, okay? Okay, then I will breathe here. Like that. Then when I start breathing again, it will open automatically. Okay? So in normal situation or normal operation, it will give you air only when you
Need.
inhale. If you exhale, it will not. Okay? But if you open this one, even if you are inhaling, exhaling, or not breathing, it will be continuous. Okay? So you will consume this one more faster. Okay, clear with that one? Okay. Now for the ceiling part, okay? So this one, some of you will feel today because of your beard, okay? But I will let you just experience how it is tested, the ceiling part here, okay? Then for the straps, okay, usually this one is getting damaged because it's not properly done. So when you pull to the back, okay? Like that, to the back and not to the side. It should be to the back, okay? Then, when you try to remove it, so same thing, do not pull, you look for the buckle. There's a buckle here, this one, this metal one. Just pull this one down, it will slide easily, okay? So same thing here, just look for the buckle, it will slide easily, okay? So any question here in this part? Okay. Now I will demonstrate two ways during emergency and during regular when you are just in the master point wearing this one. Okay. So for you to pass this practical, you need to do this items. Okay. Okay. So these are the steps. Then I will grade you, and based on my observation, if you perform this one correctly. Okay. So I will demonstrate first. Okay, the first one there is your body posture. Okay. This one is heavier, 15 kilos, 17 kilos. Can you see from the back? I will just.
Yeah.
Okay. So position yourself. So when you try to lift this one, you need to be in a stable position, because if you move this one over your head, you will get imbalance. Maybe you will fall on the side or on the back. Okay? So put your knee down, okay, like that. But if you're strong, you can handle stabilize yourself like this. You can do like the way I'm doing. Okay? So next is number 2. Inspect the pressure gauge. So if the pressure gauge there is not full, do not use this one. Okay? It's very important. Spread the harness. Okay? So you need to spread the harness fully. Okay? So spread like that. Okay? Then next, hold number 5. Okay, proper and firm hold of the handle. You will hold here inside. Here. Okay? But sometimes this strap is here. You hold outside. When you flip it over, your hands will be outside. So it will be difficult for you to grab the harness here. So it should be inside. Okay? Like that. Okay? Then number 6, landing and bending position. Okay. So this one, open, right? Open already. From here. Okay, you're gonna put on your head. Like that. Hold here. Here. Then bend, huh? Because this one, it's hard to pull. So you need to bend first. Then I will just use my 2 fingers. So easy, very easy, okay? The next there is belt. Pull to the front, this one. Then all the weight should be on your waist, not on your shoulder. Okay? Then putting the mask. I'll explain now because later I cannot speak clearly. Okay? Then head harness. So you start from the bottom. Here, here, middle, then top. Then this one is to check your seal, the number 11. Huh? Okay. So your seal here should stick on your face. Okay. So the first one there is positive pressure. So when I put this one on my face, I will hold my breath, then I will move my face up, down, sideways. There should no air coming out from the mask. Okay? If there is, maybe because of my beard or because it's not tight, it's sliding on my face. Okay? So that's a positive pressure check. Then next is negative pressure check. So I will close my bottle, consume all the air here until no air. Then this mask should create vacuum now because there's no air. It will go towards my face and no air should be going inside. So I can assure that with this tool check that my seal here is properly tight. Okay? So I'll demonstrate now. I'll remove my mask. Okay, chin here. And your nose should be here, inside. Put this one, start here. Start. Okay, do that. Then mask on here. Okay. It's hurting here. Try to loosen again. Okay. So I will hold my breath. So no leak. If there's a leak, it will be like this, huh? It will be like that. Okay? Now negative pressure check. So I can't breathe anymore, then the mask is creating vacuum. So it means the seal is good on my face. Okay. The manufacturer recommends that you, as the clean shaven, okay, to use this one, but it doesn't. They doesn't what you call this, say that if you have beard, you cannot use this one. The only problem here is if you have leak, it will be faster. But as long as you have air, even if you have a big leak here, the outside air will not go inside. Okay? So clear, huh? Okay. So to doff or to remove, press this one. Okay? That. Then this one, you bend again. Then pull this buckle up. If you force too much, it will hurt. It should have no resistance. It should be easier. So if you are pulling this one and it's hurting, you are doing it wrong. It should be not hurting you, okay? So just pull this one up, okay, like that. Then hold this one, the one with the mask, hold. Then remove this one first, okay? Because when you remove this other one first, boom, your mask will be damaged in case this one will hit ground or any hard metal there, okay? Okay, now it's your turn. Write your name there. Do you have pen? That's it. Just name, huh? Ayaw na.
Ang oras pala eh.
Okay? Ini, no. Okay, come here. Position yourself there. Then I'll give you the mask.
Day usay kantina, sin igit di kalsada, sin banda na udhasema.
Try to open the
Ay
door.
may banbantayan, di mistisa ay balasan, natintas na po daw ima. At ano man araw, kabaro ay gumawa ko, pagdami ay kumikit kuya uwat at may iit ko, balasang ay naaaw. Naagdag sa mukat ko, nanabot sa kiday ko. Gagapay isang inilak, sexy ay panag-aw-awa, kapuyong ay magkikilas.
Down, then you try to open it. Okay. For the last day.
Adiyak ni nama ay sa pagbalay duna, inalasang adhasema. Kumikuyot ang nanana ay kataman inunta, ilay dapat tutuwata. Imatong sila misan, inaw at nanbutilya, ang siyang dinusag na. Dadak kedigayang gengko, kaman mapkut sa yes ko, tano mani ang makito.
Then only okay. Then put this down.
Naagdag sa mukat ko,
Okay.
nanabot sa kiday ko.
Yeah.
Bagaw pa'y isang inilak, sexy ay panag-aw-awat, yapuyong ay mangkikilap. Naagdag sa mukat ko,
To the front.
nanabot sa kiday ko.
Okay.
Bagaw pa'y isang inilak, sexy ay panag-aw-awat, yapuyong ay mangkikilap.
Try to remove your face mask. Once you put the mask, breathe out. Put the mask on. Breathe out, eh? Breathe. Oh, then put this one down. Okay, then turn it on. There, okay. Take it out. Then the middle, here, middle. Okay, last one here, careful, maybe okay. If you're ready, you hold your breath, hold your breath. Hold, do not break. You see? It's sleeping, right? Because of your breath, okay. No, I just want you to experience that. You are leaking. Okay. Now, I will turn them up.
Siksikalain, di makita
See, the response is not fully going to your face because air is going outside. Okay? But in this situation, if you do that, okay, air will go inside your mask. Okay. Now, remove. the metal one.
Diyan amot aramilis lang nagpukauti panunod ko.
So yung talagang
Ini ka na tipik sa Ginuawan ka ket kumapsuta Isua di ka kumami Na mapukaw
Ako ah. Sige, ito lang. Rotation.
Tanday to'y marikrik na Sikala enti nakarik na Gapukan ka ipalubos ko Amagunod mo itiamin Pagkabuklan itiamin Ited mo Tapuson kenrik na iparinig kung tumikin Ayat ko na idumdum Gamited mo untuk ko mamet kanya Tadaw-dawat eken ka nga ayan Gimnuatan to Amagunod mo iti amin Pagkabuklan iti amin Ited mo met kuma Tapusom kenrik na Iparinig kung tumikin Ayat ko na idumduma Gamited mo untuk ko mamet kanya Tadaw-dawat eken ka nga ayan Gamitan mo untuk ko mamet kanya Tadaw-dawat eken ka nga ayan
when you're ready, just hold your breath when you're ready.
Sa lugar ni ay natal na Uyak pa'y nan is-iskwila Darang makaturpusa Tabadang akda ama Ang uray kas ano'y kariga Iman di ka bibiyag Kadida binaybay ang nuway problema Nagwani ay nasikuna Sa miskwila at sinaduta Palay de ay makiubla Tabadag agda-ida At kay man nakita-kita Sa siyudad ay kananda San waitress pa'y di single Kung ay pagkila Umano adi kaku lalasuyan Man waitress at narigat matlaan Pangidawa sila'y danyo ay inuman Uni na nusan butang magmagtang Ugaling di balasang Pagparo at mailaw-law Ang aron da at kaman na pudno Lumat at magkaya Tanarigat di mailawan Kaasi kamis luman Layad mi pa'y at magay binabawian awak mi at sigan. Kanuda ka kumadi mangkagasata, kasetya layan di marit ng tuan sa
Next, my turn.
Umanong adik ako lalasuyan, ulami at narigat matlakan. Sanggay mi at magay napilian, nupod no matlang sanlayan nuan sa umalika nusakan dilaylay-da. Sa lugar ni ay natal na, uyapay nan is-iskwilan. Darin mo makaturpusa, tabadangak da ama. Ang uray kas ano'y kariga, iman di ka bibiyag. Kadida binaybay ano ay problema. Nagwani ay nasikuna, sa niskwila at sinaduta. Talay de ay makiuglaw, tabadagak da ida. At kay man nakita kina, sa siyudad ay kananda. Isang waitress pa'y di single, o ay uglaw. Umano adik ako lalasuyan, mang waitress at narigat matlaan. Mangidawa sila'y danyo ay inuman, unin na at nasambutang mo at maptan. Ugaling di balasang, pagbago at mailaw-lawtan. Ang aron na at kaman na pudno, ngam at magkaya. Kanarigat di mailawan, kaasi kamis luman. Layan mi ay at magay minabawian. Umano adida kami panisitan, dayaw pa'y di awak mi at sigan. Kanuda ka kumadi mangkagasata, kasetya layan di marit ng tuan sa
Asla, asla. 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 Ha? Eh. Ha? Tigalon? Tagalog.
Umanong adik
Tagalog.
ako
kalbo.
Narigat matlaan Sanggay mi at magay napilian Nupog numot lang sanlayan Magan sa Umali ka Usak ang nilalaydan
Nag-ano naman kami. Wala. Kailang instant. Kailang ano, yung gusto lang, yung gusto. Oo, yung gusto lang. Yung may gusto, yung lala.
Kay usay kantina, sing igit di kalsada, sing banda
Yun ang
na
mahirap naman kaya yung matrap yung hangin mo ah.
ay upay banbantay, di mistisa ay balasang, napintas na po daw iman. At ado'y mang aram, babaro ay guguwapo, pagdamin formado. Watak pa'y magdumikit, kuya uwatak pa'y iit ko, balasang ay naaamo. Naagdag sa mukat ko, nanabot sang kiday ko. Bagaw pa'y isang inilak, sexy ay panag-aw-awa, yapuyong ay mankikilang. Adiyak ninang nama ay sa pumbaw ay duna, inbalasan kadhal sema. Umiguyod yan kanana ay kataman inumta, ilay dapat buduwata.
Yan lang doon natin.
Siyan din puso na dagang kuligayang buto kaman maptut sa niyas-yas ko kanumali yan man ay ito
Oo, may matrap.
nautag sa mukat
Yala, give me your phone. I will video you.
abot sa
Give. I will video
ay
you.
isang inila
Yeah, yeah.
sexy ay panag-aw-awa yapuyong ay magkikilang
Oh, Abdul is very strong.
nautag sa mukat